Hello, everybody.
Good morning, holers.
Good morning, Lolers. You may have noticed, maybe you didn't, maybe you glanced over this, but Kings isn't here. And instead, we have our good friend Squeaks. And I say our good friend Squeaks, I just met you, Squeaks. Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you.
He's my friend.
Aqua's good friend, Squeaks.
Yeah, but
I don't know
we can
about
be
that.
good friends. We
We
can
didn't
just,
even-
you know.
I like
What's the
to
big
think
deal?
we are, but somebody, started It Takes Two with me and then didn't say anything, disappeared, and ran off and played it with their other friend.
I love how
Now
you.
I'm not so sure
No.
where we stand, Squeak.
I love how you act like that. We're online. I never got ran away. You could just message me.
Or you could message me like, hey, instead of me playing with this other guy, maybe we could continue playing together.
Okay, I didn't know I was going to be invited here to be aired out all this laundry. Okay, I didn't know this was going to be some sting operation.
This is my airing of grievances. Welcome to the
Aqua's
fucking
had
show.
this planned all along. This is all he wanted.
I guess so.
Everybody gang up on Squeaks. Gang up on him. Gang
What
up
the
on him.
hell? No, but I'm happy to be here. Thanks
Yeah,
for
thanks for
inviting me.
being here.
Of
Squeaks.
course.
We love you.
Oh,
You know,
that's
it's kind of funny when you were like, you may notice that Kings isn't here. We have Squeaks instead. He's got like a similar vibe about him as Kings, don't you think? Like the same shaped
That's not
glasses.
Kings. What? Whoa.
Yeah.
No, I am Kings. I can play
The
Kings.
background is sort of similar. I don't know. Maybe not. But anyway, Squeaks, I probably know the most about him, so
Yeah, I was
I'll
gonna say you
introduce
should
him.
introduce him.
Squeaks is a primarily he's a variety streamer, but he's mainly a Mario speedrunner. He's got an absolutely killer 16-star tutorial on YouTube. Pretty much the foundation of every up and coming speedrunner who who gets into the game. Recently, actually raced Ludwig in Mario, and I think won. Is that right? You beat the guy.
I hope so, yeah.
Yeah, it was actually close. That was the scary part. It actually got
Aqua
pretty
talked
close.
about when that happened, and I was all like, Ludwig does speedruns? And I was like,
Yeah,
I
he's
had no
not bad.
idea about that. But I was like, nah, he's got to be shit. They're like, he's actually decent, yeah.
Smoke. No way.
Squeaks, you know, I have to say, is very good. He's got a really killer time. What are you, like 17 something and 16 star? That's like pretty damn fast.
1703.
1703 to
I
be
feel like I'm
exact.
garbage at it, but I think everyone
No,
does.
that's fast. Come on.
Where does that
For
put you
reference,
on the
yeah,
leaderboard, Squeaks?
Oh, it's not even close. I'm mainly a 70-star runner. And I'm like top 200 in that. But like 16 stars was when I started. So it's kind of like not my main category.
You do
So I have no
16-star Aqua, right?
Yeah, I did 16. I got.
what's
and
yours?
For reference, my best time is 1956.
Man,
Just sub 20. Okay, that's still very
What was
difficult.
Squeaks is again?
1702. Oh,
Yeah,
three.
1703.
Yeah. So
How
when
can
he
you
raced,
be 3 minutes behind, Aqua? I've watched you do it. It looks like you.
I
It
don't
looks
wake
like
up
you're
at
perfect.
11 a.m. and like practice before going on a podcast like Squeaks does.
No, but the reason hold on, I'm not some psycho. The reason is because I never wake up like this early. Like what else are you gonna do? I'm just, I just load up Mario. I'm not gonna like read the news or
See,
whatever.
this is why, because he's like, what else could I possibly do with my time? I guess a load of Mario.
Yeah, I could like sit on the couch and stare at the wall, drink coffee. Like I'm not gonna go play
Listen,
Mario.
That's why he has a good time. That right there.
I'm genuinely confused. Take this because I'm not a speedrunner, and I think you guys are freaks. But
You're right.
I've watched Aqua do it a lot. In person at the Subathon on his thing, and he seems like, yeah, he'll fuck it up, but like it seems like when he actually finishes it, it's usually pretty tight. How can he shave off 3 minutes?
Yeah, a lot of little things added up can save up a lot. But like it's if you watch, like I would recommend, if you're really interested, to watch like the top runner. It's literally like they're gliding through. It's night and day. So like I'll raid someone who's really good, and then the people who only like watch me will be like, "Wow, you suck ass. You're not good at all."
It's
I
like
always thought Aqua was
another
decent,
level.
but now I need to
No, you
investigate.
gotta. I mean, Aqua's
I mean,
decent.
I am decent.
Aqua's, I'm not saying he's decent for like
3
being
minutes,
total
Aqua.
garbage.
I have a time similar to Ludwig, actually. I think, right?
I think
what's
Ludwig
his
has an 18.
Really?
Yeah, 18.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Which is, I mean, I would say that's close. Though.
Wow, Aqua sucks.
I do.
No, it's not bad. Sub
This
20 is pretty good.
You know what it is?
Us airing
Some
squeaks out
fucking-
just to shitting on Aqua.
I'm a goddamn casual Tarkov streamer. That's the problem. Mainly. I gotta dive in deep.
You do.
I can do it. I know it's there. Like I can sub 19. I know it's there, but the problem is actually doing everything sequentially to the point where you actually get that done. And I don't do it enough anymore. But anyway, Squeaks, very talented speedrunner. Also, I hate to say this in front of him and everything, but I think one of the most underrated streamers out there. Really great stuff. 2
Thanks,
thumbs up
man.
from you.
He says this a lot when you're not around too.
For
He
every
actually
guest.
says this a lot. It's not like
Oh,
anytime
wow.
we've ever talked about having Squeaks
I've
on,
told
he's like
him several
he's
times
like
to
an
his
underrated
face.
streamer. He should be up
Oh, he does
there.
say that
all
pretty
the
much
time.
every time we
yeah,
talk.
Yeah,
You know what,
He talks
Squeak?
about Squeaks a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Squeak, I've had
Why do you have to do this to me? Why do you have to throw me under the bus like this? I just like him, okay?
I have
I'll
had
finish It Takes Two with you. Like, I get it. Like,
You know how
I
crushing
understand
that
what
was
this is
to
all
me? You're
about.
like my favorite streamer. How could you imagine being blown off for It Takes Two by your favorite streamer?
Oh, no. I'm
I've
so
had
sorry.
an entire list of people for guests, and I was like, okay, guys, next week's gonna be this person, and then after that's gonna be this person. I've got them lined up, ready to go, and then
Get
Aqua
him
goes,
off.
I'm having Squeaks on tomorrow, and I was like, okay, I'll just.
Well, last time we blew him off.
Yeah, no, Squeaks has
he
been
was
in the
lined
works
up,
for
ready
a
to go.
while.
Yeah. No, I feel bad because last time I had to like go eat lunch or something. Like that's my excuse.
Well, normally we give you guys about a 5-minute notice of when you need to show up for 2 hours, and it's not very
30-second
friendly
notice.
to a lot of the other people with schedules.
Yeah.
Fair. No, I'm happy to be here. I'm excited to do it. Thanks for bumping everyone. I feel bad.
We think Aqua's more excited for you to be here than you are to even be here.
Oh, that's nice. I'm glad to, talk to a fan. Always love giving back.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome, man.
Anyways, so Squeaks, I understand that you've been on Livestream Fails quite a few times. Is that because like you tried to get there, or your viewers just like kind of like bullied you onto there? I feel like your viewers are maybe even meaner to you than mine are to me, which is saying a lot. So, what's that about?
I don't know. Well, I think that there's a difference, and especially on the internet, and probably you all, could chime in on this. A lot of hate is like just like masked like love. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Especially on the
100%.
internet.
Yeah.
So like as a streamer, you can kind of differentiate between like cruel hate and like hate that's like based off of like they watch you enough to know something. So like I remember watching a lot of Twitch and being like, I don't know why the streamer's getting mad. Like the person who's saying like, oh, you suck ass, like clearly likes them. So I think like just separating that, I like getting like kind of roasted a little bit. I think it's almost like a compliment. To me.
Yeah.
In some weird, or maybe I'm into like, maybe that's some deep psychological work.
I think you're a masochist or something.
Yeah, maybe. And in terms of LSF, like I have no idea. I pray I don't say something stupid or something.
You're
but
like,
I
like,
don't know.
I feel like I don't really go on that subreddit or anything, but I feel like it's mostly like, just like somewhat of a circle jerk
I was
between
about
like
to say it's just a
like-
circle jerk of like the top streamers. All
just
Yeah, it's
certain
not even
people.
like fails. It's just popular clips.
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
from
all
like
popular
from
clips.
very specific people, like mainly like OTK members and stuff,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, fucking Squeaks is on there, like out of
Well,
nowhere, and like
Squeaks, what
high
did
up
you
on
do?
the.
What were you on there for?
Oh, I don't know. I think there's like a few. I really don't read those because it's from strangers. Like I don't want to read those comments, but just like random clips. I think there's a streamer who's like Northern Line streamer who's always on there, and his viewers like started some of his viewers started watching, and they post on LSF. So I think that's kind of like how it started. Just like random things, like just random stuff that happened, like me saying something stupid or like
Mario
I don't
64 speedrunner passes out, dies at his desk.
Yeah, that's true. I did die on my desk. That went viral. Just like random stuff.
Resuscitating squeaks.
That's right. I have no idea, honestly, but
Well, fair enough.
I wish
feel
I
like-
do.
I feel like Dekie, you've been on there before with your hurricane or your earthquake clip, right?
There's
Or
been
something
like
that.
Hassan wanting to buy me when I was selling myself on the eBoy site.
Oh, really?
That was on there, yeah. And then yeah,
Wait,
the
can you
it's
explain?
funny.
What
Yeah.
that? Can you explain what that was for
There
me?
like when what's the Call of Duty Warzone? When Warzone originally came out, there had just been it was called EGirl.gg, and it was for girls to sell themselves to be gaming partners with. And so I signed up for EGirl and I sold myself. So like you had like this page of just like all these like girls like with their pictures, and it's basically just like a Tinder for finding a gaming partner, but online. And
Gamer GF.
there was like a total of like 3 dudes, and I had a very promiscuous picture on there. And then you
It's
get
your
to do
Twitter
this.
picture, isn't it?
Yeah.
Currently?
Yeah. You get to have this. You get to have this. You get to do a voice line too. So I was all like, "Hey, you gamer, why don't you buy me like a piece of meat and let me use you?"
Oh my
and so like there's a clip of Hassan going through and trying to like choose a girl, and then he comes across me and he's all like, "Oh," and then he listens to the clip and he's all like, "Oh."
I remember him listening to the clip and his face is like,
yeah. I don't remember all the details. So yeah, there was a couple with that. And then like, yeah, Hassan's like his community, like he wouldn't buy me, and his community was like up in arms about it. So they posted a clip. Then they all came to my channel and they were telling me to like to go there. I was like, what, you would just want me to like message Hassan that we're gonna play? No, it's not happening.
"Hey,
Didn't
Hassan,
pay.
it's the guy
Listen, he
who
didn't pay."
you specifically didn't purchase, and I'm here to bother you."
Exactly. I was like, what do you want from me? So the earthquake clip, that's about it. Yeah, that's a weird area of the internet. It freaks me out too.
I've never been on there to my knowledge, and I think I'd like to keep it that way. I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Doesn't really matter to me, honestly. So what'd you have for lunch last week when it was too late for us to have you on the show?
I feel like I eat the same thing every meal.
I feel like you do. I feel like you're like a very schedule-oriented guy.
Well, kinda. I mean, don't we like? I don't understand. Let me just call you guys out first of all.
Okay.
How do you guys wake up so early? Like, why are we?
What do you don't? That's my
It's
secret.
so
I
early.
don't. I never
You know
wake
what
up
it
this
is?
early.
It's insane. I
Well,
feel like I'm waking up for
today.
work.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm-
Z-Chum doesn't. He's
I'm
a different
late to the
breed.
gamer hole every single recording. Every time.
Yeah, but late
why
meaning
we
like
brought
what?
him on.
At like 11:15.
Sometimes
that's not
noon,
late.
sometimes 1, sometimes I don't even show up.
That happens a lot. Yeah.
So Z Chum and I are the same. That's
Well,
exactly.
here's the thing. I feel like you just, let's backtrack. So you just became a full-time streamer and YouTuber, right, Squeaks?
Yeah, I mean,
Not by choice, but because you got fired.
Thanks for picking it up.
Yeah, no problem. So Squeaks got fired, and I think he's just like in the honeymoon phase with being like a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer, and he's like staying up late, sleeping in, getting on that really degen schedule, playing Mario into the late hours, twilight hours of the night. Soon you'll circle back. You'll get dressed every day. You'll start exercising or
true.
eating certain things.
Because I'm gonna get a job. Is what I'm trying to say. Like,
Oh, are you? I feel like you're doing so
streaming.
well. What do you want a job for?
Oh man.
You're on LSF. You don't need a job.
When I'm on LSM, I'm like, yeah, I definitely have to get out of this. Like, finish my resume. This is a mistake. No, you're right. I mean, I feel like I'm naturally a degen. You know, when I have to wake up before a certain time, I'm like, oh, this is so.
What is that time? What is that time for you?
Oh, don't ask that question.
What is that certain time?
Like, if I have to wake up before like 1:30.
Yeah,
It's reasonable for a gamer.
yeah, that's me. Yeah.
Jared, my DGen days, it was 4 and 5 p.m.
Yeah.
But I've been
Oh
reformed.
yeah, it can get bad. Z-Chum, you always, whenever you do get up early, though, you're like, it's as if like a veil has been lifted from your eyes. You're like, oh my God, this is incredible. And you love it, but you just
I never do it again.
Stick to it. Yeah.
I'll get up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:30 even, just on a whim. So like I'll open my eyes and I'm like, I'm awake. And I'll just like hop out of bed and be like, let's go. And I'll like eat breakfast. I'll look out at my yard and be like, good morning. I'll wander into my computer. I'll get stuff done. I'll stream early. I'll hang out with Aqua. We'll play like AoE, early morning AoE.
I selfishly just want you to get up early so you play AoE with me in the morning.
And then I'll wake up at 2 p.m. the next day and be like...
Dekie, also that invitation goes to you as well, if you want, you know.
Oh, okay.
What about me?
You don't play.
Are you an emperor?
Really? Are you an emperor?
I played. No, I played when I was a kid. I don't know anything.
You should get into it. You will stop
you
running
could get
Mario.
in. You'll be better than Aqua.
Yeah, you're probably on the same
Squeaks
skill
is better
level
than me
as
at
us.
everything. It's so annoying. Whenever we play anything together, he's always better than me.
What do you mean?
Every single time. I kicked everybody's ass in Elden Ring PvP except for you. You're the only one who beat me consistently, and it kills me. And every mini game in It Takes Two. You know, I'm glad you played with the other guy. I couldn't handle the defeat anymore.
Once again, you're bringing it. I'm sorry, man.
We just keep arriving at that point. It's really okay.
But I mean,
I don't care. It's fine.
Clearly, you don't care. You're so cool. You're playing it so
I don't give a
cool.
shit.
I'm totally fine with it, guys.
I don't fucking care.
No, but we also play games that I've played a lot of. You know, like I'm sure if we all play like a fresh game, I'd come in last. Like I'm not naturally like inclined.
He is. He said it himself during his streams. He's got like really long fingers, especially with controller games. He's really good.
That's true.
He's a good gamer. He was like semi-pro in CS:GO.
He does have long fingers. Do
I
that
know,
again.
they're freakishly long.
Oh, that looks normal.
They're not that long.
Turn it around.
It's
Turn
just
it
like-
around. See, on the
that
back
looks
side,
longer.
they do
They
look
look a little
longer.
long.
Yeah,
They look way longer from the back. Oh
I
my
know,
god.
freak. Look at me, genetic freak.
He's a freak.
Oh
Oh,
my
he's totally
God.
normal. Oh, he's a freak. Oh, he's totally
They
normal.
look
It's like
pretty
the
normal.
worst version of Edward Scissorhands. He can like play games slightly better.
You're good at platformers.
Squeaks controller hands.
Oh god,
You can reach those buttons really well.
it's important. It really is. So we'll see.
On an N64 controller, which is like minuscule.
Oh, you mean this?
Arguably, ergonomically, one of the weirdest controllers.
It's a Trident. I don't understand what they were thinking.
I don't know. They could have lost the whole left side. How often do you go over there? Never.
It was the 90s. It was a different time.
Yeah, but isn't Nintendo like always kind of crazy? Like even the Wii, it's like they literally created a product called the Wiimote. It's like, ooh, speak for a remote, and we just accepted that. It
was amazing, though.
Oprah calls it a Wiimote. Like it's insane.
I was blown away by that. We all were. It was magic.
You know what's funny is my fiance's mom was like clearing out her basement and she found their old Wii, and I was like, I'll take that. I'll have that. That's mine. Because I was like, oh, I'll stream the Wii. That'll be sick. And I went through like the calendar. There's like a calendar on the Wii you can go through and see your playtime. And I was like, let's see how my fiance's family enjoyed the Wii. And I went all the way back to the Wii's launch. The entire first month of the Wii was like every single day for a month. It was like 4-hour playtime, 6-hour playtime, 2-hour playtime, 8-hour playtime. And then it just stopped. And then nobody touched that fucking thing for 6 years. Nobody touched the Wii.
It's just such a
about right.
phenomenon. No. When
I
it came
still play
out, but when it came out, like, do you ever play like? Isn't everyone just playing Wii Sports still?
Yes,
Like-
it's the
I
best
still
thing.
play Wii Sports.
Yeah, same. I've tried the new one on the Switch, like Switch Sports or whatever. It wasn't the same. That Wiimote was it, even though the other thing's like the same thing. It's like magic.
Didn't hit the
It doesn't
same.
have the same charge or
Yeah.
charm, not charge. Speaking of charge, those fucking Wiimotes run out of battery. I've never eaten through so many AA batteries in my goddamn life. Every time I play it, I have to change the batteries. It's bizarre.
You
I
gotta
don't
get
think
that
I played
charging
long
port.
enough to run out the batteries.
There's a charging port.
Like
Oh
a
my.
dock.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, you got to do. Let's all get the Wii. Let's become Wii gamers. Forget whatever we're doing. Who cares?
I made a whole couch setup just for my Wii. Essentially,
How many times
I'm
have you
dedicated.
played it?
A lot, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like someone doesn't watch my couch.
I don't watch your boy hole streams as much as I should. I know. I've only seen 3 boy hole streams, and 2 of them had Greg in them. So
What's wrong with Greg? I thought you loved
no,
Greg.
those are just the ones I've seen. I don't
Those
know,
are the
you-
ones you watched. Yeah, ones
we
with
were
Greg.
playing Wii.
You're
but
right, I
that's
love
fine,
Greg.
whatever. All right. Anyways,
Big Wii fan. I got the Wii Fit board. Just used it once. Never gonna touch that thing again. Just like everyone else who bought a fucking Wii Fit.
I want to try the Switch Fit, the Ring Fit, or whatever. I feel like I might actually exercise like using that. But
it's like you like tape the 2 fucking
Oh yeah,
remotes to the side of it and squeeze it
Yeah.
back and forth or whatever.
yeah, and you like tie one to your hip or something.
Adventure.
I looked for any. I mean, I don't have the space for it, so that'll be my excuse to not do it for real.
It's got the
Just said
space
you
for.
have your boy hole that's primarily
There's
for
no
your Wii.
room in the boy
Dude's
hole.
got the
It's
space
pretty
for a
tight in
VR
there.
headset, but he doesn't have space for a little fucking ring.
It's just like a couch and like 2 feet and a tiny little guitar pick shaped coffee table with AoE 2 coasters on it. Say Wololo. And that's fine.
That's pretty cool.
It is
Well-
cool. Maybe one day you'll see it. Any of you guys. Anyone would come visit me.
Please, I'm begging you.
Anyways.
Well, speaking of fingers, my nails are painted.
I noticed
Yeah,
that.
I noticed that.
Let me explain. It's not me trying to be edgy and cool. There's
Was it because of Hassan? In that
You
clip?
want him to react again? You're waiting a reaction.
I need a goddamn defend myself.
Anything that gets me on Livestream Fails, I'll do anything.
So I've been biting my nails since I was like 6. It's been almost 30 years of me grinding these things down. And I mean, I'm talking like this is double the length that it normally is.
Ooh, that looks like it has a split in the middle of it.
No, that's the design that the lady gave me. Okay.
Okay.
That is a very
So-
short nail.
Yeah, and that's twice the length because I've grown them out for a month. She did file them down; they were a little bit longer, but so the whole thing is I got a manicure, which I'd been really trying to grow them out because basically I just have my fingers in my mouth all the time. I'm just like, and I've been trying to stop, and so like for a month I had really stopped biting them, and they had just like after 20 something years of having your nails like minuscule. They grow in gross and they're all like super thin nails. They're like almost claws. They're coming in like wrinkled and
They don't know
and,
how
like,
to live. They don't know how.
Yeah, they're very goblin-esque because like your finger like when the nail's not there to keep like that part flat, it like kind of like changes to
Bulges.
fingertip. Yeah. And so like the nail comes in and like starts pointing up and shit. Like it's super creepy shit. Yeah. And so like I come in there with and I told Tanya, my girlfriend, that is like, all right, yeah, well, let's get it. We can go and get a manicure together. I've never had one. And since I've spent all this time, and I was hoping, like she can, help file it down and like try and reform them into somewhat normal nails. I don't think they'll ever be normal. But I was all like, and she could put some like protective coating on because they're like super thin. And I constantly was like scratching myself with them. It was very, very weird stuff. So then Tanya's like, well,
scissors hands.
yeah. Tanya's like, well, you're going to paint them? And I was like, well, no. She's like, you could do like a guy paint job. And I was like, what, like black? And then I'm just going to look like an emo kid listening to My Chemical Romance in 2007. Like, I was like, it's not me. I'm not a... And she's like, no, they have other designs. So she showed me some designs and I was like...
It's very in right now, Dekie.
I don't... Yeah, and it's 2020. Plenty of guys paint their fingernails. It's not like, that's fine. But I'm not quite that edgy.
Mm-hmm. You need at least a necklace to go with that or like something.
Some sort of accessory.
Yeah, you
and
can't
she
just
was
have
like,
the
well,
nails.
we can go and the lady can talk to you about it. So like we go and the lady was like, what the fuck are those? But she's like, those are yeah, you definitely bit your fingernails for a long time. But she was all like, yeah, well we can do, she's like, we can do designs. And I was all like, oh, okay. And she's like, we can do like lines. And I was like, lines are cool. That's not.
I like lines.
That's not. Yeah, I was like, lines are all right. That's pretty basic. And she's like, we can do lines. We can do a couple of them solid. And I was like, okay. And it was a mistake.
Wait, let's see him again.
It was a mistake. So yeah, we
let's
got
see
this.
him again.
So like this one is like a line with another line on top of it. So it's like a little square on
thought
top.
you got the full paint job, and it's just like
But
chipping
then
off.
this one was supposed to be like a line with a break in it, but it just looks like 2 dots because my fingernail's still so short. And then this one's just regular, and then this one's just a proper line. And then that, yeah. So she was doing it, and I instantly was all like, "This was a mistake. I should have just said, give me a clear coat."
Yeah.
But
so
I was like,
easy
well,
to get carried away in that situation.
yeah. And then I was like, I mean, I was already out of my element. She's like doing the cuticles, dude. That freaked me out so much. Have you guys gotten a manicure? It's terrifying when they
push
go for the
back the
cuticles.
I want
Like,
to,
push it back,
honestly.
and then they get the cuticle clipper, and I'm like, oh, you're
Yeah.
gonna get my real skin. You're gonna get my real skin. No, she didn't. But the entire time I was like, every time she was like clipping at it.
Wait, what's a cuticle? How do they like pull it back? How does that work?
Well,
Do you get your real skin?
you've not had a manicure,
I've
I
never
take
had
it.
a manicure. I've got
Well, we need to
goblin
fix
hands.
that. Those are your tools. You got to take care of them, Squeaks.
Those are your Mario
Says
running
the guy
hands.
who chewed on his for 20 years straight. You gotta take care of him.
But no, the cuticle is in like the little like where it's like that dead layer of skin that like grows onto your nail from like the live skin. So it's like
Up
that
here,
kind of like
this
clear
thing?
area
Oh, yeah,
on
yeah,
the back
yeah.
of your nail.
That
Yeah.
guy.
And
Oh,
if you're
yeah, yeah.
painting your
Well, they-
nail, you're gonna be painting over the cuticle.
Yeah,
layer.
so they use like a little
So-
scraper and they push it back,
Ugh.
and then they get a clipper and they clip it off.
I don't have any of those anyway.
Yeah, you do.
I
They've
don't
probably
think so.
grown all over
Aqua,
your nail,
if you-
so it's
Aqua,
just
if you take your finger and you just press it along the top of your nail and then
I don't
push
want
at
him
the
to.
end,
I don't want
you'll
him
push it back. It's there.
I've had enough. I don't think manicures are for me, just based
I'm
on
gonna
this alone.
inspect Aqua's nails at the subathon. I'm going to closely inspect them.
Fine,
for
you'll see.
cuticles.
God, I have
his
no
cuticles have
cuticle.
covered the entire thing. He thinks that's just his nail now.
Yeah, it's all just cuticle.
Skin all the way down. Those are goblin hands. My God.
But yeah, despite the cuticle clipping part, it is actually a very nice experience. People always say it's nice, and I had it, and it was nice. I just definitely, I feel that this was really pushing me to a level that I'm not comfortable with, and I won't do it again. I want to try and have my nails recovered as much as possible. So I will go back to have her like file them down and try and form them into normal nails. But just give me a clear
Did you
coat of
stop biting
something.
them?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
did, right?
and that was the other thing is she is all, if they're painted, you won't bite them as much. And I was like, well,
Mm.
she's like, clear coat, you're not gonna think about it. So like, and it's true. I've been like, and then I'm like, oh, never
don't
mind.
wanna
I got to
eat
keep
paint.
that beautiful black finish on there.
You should use lead paint on your fingertips. Then you really won't bite
Then
it.
I'm like, oh, I better not do it.
Then if you do it, you'll like die or something.
like a dog they're training not to chew the furniture. You should like mix some like chili sauce into some like
Yeah.
really spicy sauce into it.
Yeah,
When
just
I was
get crusty hot sauce under your fingertips.
when I was a kid,
And
my
leave
mom
it
put
there all the
Tabasco
time.
on my fingers to make me stop doing it. But she didn't realize that also if you have like rip your fingers apart, you have open wounds on your fingers a lot of the time. So she's like wiping Tabasco on there. And I was like, and then I've tried like the other kinds of, like bitter stuff. And like, I just always end up biting through it. But like, I've been like very mind over matter this past month. So it's been a big improvement. But, I'm fine if people paint their nails, but I'm also not gonna go and get like a little like scar carved into my eyebrow or any of that shit. I'm too old and I'm too plain for that stuff, and I'm too plain
Yeah.
for this. This is
No, I think you can pull it off.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think-
it'd be a good look.
I don't have it. No,
Out of anyone here, you do it the best. I mean, look, imagine Squeaks with those nails.
What the
No
hell?
way.
I was
I
gonna
think
go
that would be
after this
great.
That would be
podcast.
fantastic. Yeah, I know.
Or Zcum or me. You just need like some kind of necklace, like a lot of bracelets on one wrist, and then
Do
you'll
you have any
you'll be fine.
eyeliner you can borrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't do the bracelets. I don't do any of
Listen.
that other stuff. I have a watch. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just
I mean,
it
some
pushed me to a
people-
lot of levels, and I just feel self-conscious. I go to like the little like corner store and I'm buying something, and I'm like,
it's a
trying to like keep everything hidden when I'm handing him cash and stuff.
I'm not that guy.
I'm like, I'm not trying to be somebody I'm not, okay? It's for my nails.
It's a slippery slope when you go to a place that's new like that. Like when I was a kid, and I don't know if you guys remember, around like 2000, maybe 2001, 2002, maybe, the like flipped hairstyle in the front was very popular, and then people would get that like dyed, like bleached.
Oh, yeah, they like frost that part of the
the front part. Yeah. So I went with my mom. Like I was like a kid, you know, I was in like 6th grade, and all the cool kids had that.
They had the frost,
dude. All the cool kids
like
had
the
frosted
in the front and the dyed, and then they'd have like a visor on as well, and that would be poking out the top of that visor. God damn, that looked cool, right? At the time. But so I was like a kid, and my mom brought my sister to like a hair salon because, you know, she was a girl. And I was there as well. And I don't know why. We were just out, you know? You go with your mom all day and do her errands, do all the stuff you need to do, and you just get dragged along because there's, you know, you can't stay at home by yourself. Or I couldn't. In 6th grade, I was not to be trusted. Anyway, so I'm there, and my sister and mom, I guess, and like the hairdresser was like, "Hey, you want a haircut?" And my mom was like, "Yeah, he could use one. Why not?" And then I get in the chair and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, just, you know, just give me like my regular, like really long cut, just trim it, I guess, whatever." And then my sister's like, "You should get that cool haircut that everybody gets." And then I was like, "I don't, that's not really me. I don't want to do that." And she's like, and then the hairdresser starts coming in like, "No, it's really cool. I mean, like I could make you look really good. Like you'll love it." And I was like, "Well, you know, I mean, I don't know. I guess we could like just try like a shorter haircut." And then she gives me a short haircut. She puts a little gel in the front, flips it up, and I'm like, "I guess that doesn't look too bad, you know, whatever." And then she's like, "You know, I could dye the front a little bit, like bleach it. It would look really cool. All the guys are doing that these days." And I was like, "I mean, I could wear a hat or whatever. Yeah, I'll try it, sure." And she bleached it. I'm sitting there with the foils on my head. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, this was a mistake. It's just like your nails.
It's exactly how I felt.
walk out of there with this flip. And as soon as we left the store, I was like, I don't like this. I feel like shit. I can't let anyone see me like this.
This was a
We
mistake.
go home and I'm like, fuck, I hate this so much. This is horrible. And I can't even get rid of it because it's like to the root dyed. Like I couldn't even cut it off or anything. And I go to school the next day. I wear a hat, of course. And in Spanish class, my bitch.
No.
The teacher, I was sitting in the front row with my hat on. She's like, "You better take that hat off right now. You know how I feel about hats." And I just like bashfully was just like, and then everybody who had that haircut, and I was not cool, by the way, not a cool kid at all. Like it was way out of left field for me to have this haircut. And everybody just started laughing and snickering and pointing at me like, "Ooh, someone got a cool haircut." And I just my eyes welled up with tears. And that's
that
how you
shit
feel
that,
about
like,
your nails.
scars you for life.
Jesus
when
Christ.
I saw my friends after like skateboarding, I was a skater kid, by the way. I was normally wearing like Jenko jeans and shit like that. I told my friends that I was helping my dad paint the garage, and I got paint in my hair. It's not dye, it's paint, I swear.
And they totally believed me.
And they definitely bought it.
Hey, gamer holers. Hey, gamer hole viewers. Quick little intermission here to tell you guys about today's episode sponsor, Manscaped. Sweaty sack summer is approaching, and it's time for you to prioritize the comfort of your crotch. That's why the kings of crotch comfort, Manscaped, have spent 2 years designing the most comfortable boxer briefs out there. I've had the honor of testing out these new boxers, and I can say it is the softest fabric of any underwear. So breathable. It's like gills for your groin. They even trademarked the jewel pouch so you know it's serious. I think it's time you invest in your family jewels. So let your bulge breathe and get 20% off plus free shipping using code GAMERHOLE at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. Thank you, Manscaped, for sponsoring this episode.
Sorry, long story short, I know how you feel about your nails.
A very slippery slope. Yeah. It's just not who you are, you know? And then you gotta live with it.
I think if you do something drastic like that, you just have to own it. Like you can't make it's
couldn't
so
own it.
obvious. No, you gotta own it.
I can't either.
It's like I'd be holding things like this too.
You just hide you're like a hat for your nails. Basically, what you're recommending.
Yeah, just wear gloves in the summer.
Gloves all the time.
Mittens. Mittens on.
Yeah.
Becky, I got a manicure and I just got a clear coat. And after like a week or two, the clear coat starts to like kind of chip away and fade and disappear. And it makes the clear coat way more obvious because you'll have like a super shiny part of your nail and the rest of it's like chipped and gone. And that was the first time I ever had that done. And I was like, okay, yeah, I like my nails look good. They feel good. I got a clear coat. This is cool. This is nice. And then I went to a doctor's appointment for my like neurology thing, and they were doing like a little test on my hands where they were like shocking my hands, and she had to like intently stare at my fingertips, and she was like, "Oh, you got a clear coat." And I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god."
It's like, no, my dad was helping me paint with clear coat. I swear, it was just an accident.
I was applying a lacquer to a hard table. It perfectly landed on all of my fingertips as well, just on the nail. Oh gosh.
I cut my cuticles off with the lawnmower.
Let this be a lesson to everyone watching. Don't take risks. Don't push the envelope. Stay in your comfort zone forever.
Yeah.
Okay? Or
Don't try anything new.
Your high school bully was right. You can't pull off a jean jacket. You can't go for it.
No.
That's exactly right. Great message.
Definitely don't.
We need to get Kings to bring in a manicurist, a nail person for the subathon. That'd be fantastic.
I'm interested in going. I don't want them to cut my nails. I don't want any of that. I hear they like rub your hand. They give you a hand massage. I just want that.
It's so comforting. Yes. It really was. Like she has like, I don't know, some like cream oil stuff on there, and she's just like, and I was like, you care,
just
don't you?
Feel the touch of
because
another
they like
human.
sit across from you and stare at you and talk to you while they're just like.
Wait, okay, can I just clear something up? You know, a hand massage is for the muscles. It's not like intimacy. You know, you guys are talking about it like you're like, I want someone to hold my hand.
maybe to you.
I mean, I'm not here to judge. I'm just saying, like, maybe we need to ask harder questions.
Any touch is intimacy to a gamer. Okay?
No matter how professional or
brush
platonic.
Against me in the grocery store, you're in love with me. Okay?
Actually, when I went to the doctor and had my balls, checked for the first time, I considered that a hand job. Actually,
this is awesome.
It was like, third base, baby, let's go.
That counts.
All right.
Wait, so you're all doing another subathon, like a group subathon? That was really fun last time.
It was really fun. Yeah. It was horrible, but fun.
What do you mean horrible?
One of the best and worst experiences of our lives put together, yeah.
Yeah. Squeaks, would you really want to be locked in that basement with us and chat?
Not at all.
For a week?
Not even slightly.
That's what I mean by horrible.
Always on camera, always around each other, always being forced to play Tarkov. Yeah.
Well, being around each other was the best part. I had a great time with you guys. That was like, but I would say like it's a little long. It was a little long. We actually tried to like weasel out at the end there by like a day. Which we actually did because we wanted to like hang out with each other like off camera, because we never see each other. But yeah, we're doing it again. Whenever Tarkov wipes, it's going to be even more of an experience. I think Zeechum has crafted some really impressive. Like,
do you want to see the final
mechanical-
version of the contraption? I just
the
finished it
IED?
last night.
should we give it away though?
Yeah.
before?
I've already been showing it on Twitter.
Okay.
My chat's been calling it the improvised confetti device, and they've been,
The ICD.
I have to drive this to Vermont to Kings's house, and so I gotta cross a couple border. I obviously can't fly with this. I gotta cross a border or two at some point, and I'm just hoping I don't get pulled over at any point because I will go to jail. I'll go to jail. They'll at least like handcuff me and call a bomb squad to check this out.
And then they're like, "Yeah, dude, this is just an Arduino that makes a confetti cannon."
I know.
And they're like, "Oh."
I know, but I can show you.
I'm a
I'll show you.
scientist when they pull you over.
When I get pulled over, I'm like,
These are my inventions, my machines.
How science.
Yeah, that's a bomb. It's a bomb. It's in a cardboard box.
It looks like a bomb.
Let me just plug some stuff in here. It's got
Maybe you should house that in a pressure cooker. Then it would really look like a bomb.
It's got 4 different things I have to fucking connect. So Kings is gonna have a great time trying to plug everything in. So I put it all in this fun little box. Zeechum's contraption. Don't touch it. It's in a fun little box. Just a bunch of relays. I'll run the code real quick and so you can just see it because it's or maybe I won't because I'm lazy. But this thing, you put a little balloon on it, right? I put like a little nozzle and you put a balloon on it, and every time somebody subs or donates, it's gonna turns on a little air pump, like a little fish tank air pump. It fills the balloon, right? So over time, like every time somebody subs, the balloon gets a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger.
This has advanced since the last time I saw it.
I know, I've been working on it. And there's also an LED in it, so when somebody donates, it turns green anytime the balloon's inflating. So you know that it's inflating.
You know what I set up too with our dudes?
What?
They made us a subathon timer.
Oh, right.
That, like when people sub or add time or whatever, it like turns green and like scrolls up.
Yeah.
That little dopamine hit, I think, will be like very enticing.
It will
for
be
all of us. It's like getting a kill in CS. When you get the kill, like the money turns green for a second in the corner. There's no greater feeling. Squeaks knows about that.
I know that.
Yeah.
Now I have a problem. Now I'm opening cases all the time. It's a slippery slope.
Me too. Whenever you stream CS:GO, chat makes you open cases. It's so annoying, and because they'll like give you money for it too, and you can't be like, "No, I'm not using your money to open a case."
Who says who? Of course you should say no. I'm gonna buy Chipotle with that.
Time to open more cases.
I make sure not to like use it all for cases. I'll open some. I do need the Chipotle money. True.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Subathon's gonna be fun.
I don't like. I feel like it's like I can't even imagine streaming for 24 hours. So whenever someone's doing a subathon, I'm like, my favorite thing to do is to like scroll through their VOD and see the optimism in their eyes slowly fade away.
Yeah,
you know, like it starts like it's just a marathon. It's crazy to me that you know it's pretty cool that you guys.
This is gonna be great, and then 2 days later, it's like.
There's definitely like ups and downs with it. Like you have second, third, fourth wins that come in, but like there's a lot of like zombie downtime for sure. It is a little easier with all of us together because it's kind of like just like hanging out together and then chats there and everything. But people who do it by themselves, like Omid, I don't know how he's doing it. It's been how long? He's in the middle of one right now, 11 days.
9 days. 11 days. So something
Dekie
like
in that sweating in that box the other day, like. But yeah, it's a weird experience.
I wonder what about being on like camera is so exhausting because like I know because I feel like I'm more of a Twitch watcher honestly, and then like it's like, oh, what's the big deal? You just sort of sit there. It's not like I'll be sitting here anyway, but for some reason being on camera is like it's so much more exhausting. I
Dude,
don't
it's
know
super
why.
exhausting,
You've
yeah.
streamed before.
I know, but it's almost
wears on you.
but I don't understand. I can't like articulate why. But I
Yeah,
totally
no,
get it.
we all feel that way.
Yeah.
It's just you just are so aware that you're being watched, and it like weighs on you, and then like you don't really realize how much you talk to chat or interact. Like I'll end a stream and like my throat hurts from talking. You know, it's like
Yeah, you're like turned on. Well, not like that, but you're turned on. Like you turn it on. And so like yeah, that's on. And then yeah, just like having the camera on, it does weigh on you. It's always there watching you. You're always having to make sure you're not rubbing your balls or doing something else.
Just
Or
I'm the guy with 12 cameras set up around his
it's
house.
always weighing on me. But yeah, no, it definitely adds a whole nother like thing. Always, because your mind's always got to be going about like cameras.
yeah, it's like a base level of stress that normally isn't there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think also you can't truly like if I were streaming and like didn't know I was streaming, just like or like you practicing Mario squeaks or whatever, like your face would be totally like
Yeah, it's exactly right.
like it's a
Drooling.
different it's a different experience for sure.
Yeah. Well, good luck. That's what I'm trying to say. I'll definitely tune in.
Thanks. We'll have fun.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It'll be great.
It was like a little sleepover last time. Like you guys were like playing pranks on each other.
Oh, it was a big sleepover. Okay, it was
a
fucking
fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
I'm super. This one, I think I got a lot of big hopes for. I mean, the first one was a test. We learned a lot of things. This one's going to have a lot of improvements. Z-Trump's bringing all his contraptions, and then this one's more gameplay focused. So I think it'll like be
not too much though. I don't want to lose that charm that we had last time of just like.
I mean, only
weird
one
in the
guy's going to be
room.
gaming at a time. There's going to be a lot of other people doing some bullshit.
That's true.
One person playing Tarkov, 5 people sitting around in the background doing things.
We'll figure it out. We'll find the right balance. But yeah. So what made you get into speedrunning, Mario?
The money, no.
No, the
ability to pick up
The money.
the fame.
I used to watch it like just a ton on like it was like the first thing I watched on Twitch was Mario speedrunning.
Siglemic.
Yeah, it was Siglemic in the early days. And then I always watched it early. And then I started playing CSGO and I started streaming that. And then I moved after I left my job. And I was like, well, I want to do something new. So I put up a poll on Twitter. And I was like, should I play speedrun Half-Life or Counter-Strike or play more Counter-Strike or Mario? And Mario won.
That's how you got into speedrunning Mario.
Yeah, that's
Twitter
literally
poll.
it.
What fan service? Just like reinvented your whole pool of interests and what you
Wait, so
do.
you didn't like grow up just like loving Mario 64 and just like
I mean, I played it. I never like beat it fully, like honestly. But I played it. Like I this is my childhood N64 I have. But no, nothing specifically. It's like super accessible too. Like it's not I know a lot of people view speedrunners as like aliens or whatever, that it's so weird. But you guys like play Tarkov, you know, like you play Tarkov a ton. So it's basically Tarkov, but you're just doing it in a single player game. But it still has like that competitive aspect.
Yes. Okay, so like my thing is you never get to your goals. You're always still like, I mean, let's be real. I don't think Aqua, you're probably going to be number 1. I would love it if you prove me wrong, Squeeze. I'd love it. But like,
oh, you'll see.
but like,
you don't know what I'm capable of.
But like, I just feel like it's just a way to always be disappointed in yourself. Yes, you get a new PB and you're like, yes. And then like the next day you wake up and like, I need to beat it. And then you spend 6 months trying to beat it and you can't. And for 6 months, you're sad about it.
yeah, but I'm never going to be the best Tarkov player in the world.
Yeah, but you just shoot a guy, you shit on him, you take all his loot, and you get off
Right.
on it.
You beat your PB and you get off on it.
But you
That's
don't.
what I like about it.
It's very
It
binary.
never stops.
I
Yeah,
just don't have the mind for it, I think. And it, I find it hard to understand. And that's why I do think you guys are aliens.
No, but see, okay, I am an alien, but also
Look at his fingers.
Look at my alien head. Look at my disgusting. But no, but also like I get it because I hate speedrunning before I started doing it. Like I was a CS:GO. I played CS:GO forever. Like I'm an FPS like hardcore gamer. But when I started speedrunning, it like starts off with, and I feel like you guys can relate to this, where you're playing a game for the joy of the game, but then you start getting addicted to the improvement. And with something like Mario or speedrunning, you're the sole, like you are you can't have excuses. Like everything that happens is because of you, like the practice and everything. So it's like the most competitive binary thing. Whereas in Tarkov or Counter-Strike, you can blame so many different factors,
True.
But with speedrunning, it's just your skill and your practice, and everyone's playing the same exact game. So it's like truly the top players in Mario are the best, like definitively. So it's really competitive, and you just compete with yourself, and you get addicted to the improvement,
to the grind.
Yeah, the
I
grind.
guess.
And like incremental things that add up. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I feel like you should try it though, Dekie.
It sounds like exactly like something Dekie would do.
No, because I hate shit where like I fuck up one thing and I'm like, it's all ruined. Like, on Aqua's Subathon video that he did like a week ago or whatever, he had messaged me. He's like, hey, can you do like this little interview thing and record it? I spent like 45 minutes on that goddamn fucking 30-second like clip of my interview. I would do it, and then I'd come in and I'd say something, and then I'd fuck it up and be like, God fucking damn it, and then I'd stand up, re-record it, and I did it for 45 minutes for like a 30-second clip, and I was so mad. I don't get off on goddamn improvements. And when I finally did it, I was like, this sucks. I'm fucking done. I don't care. And that was it. I was just angry. So like, I don't feel like that I would feel that way. I'd just be frustrated every time I fuck it up. But I mean, that
frustration will drive you. Is what I'm trying to say. If you're the type person to spend 45 minutes on 30 seconds, you're a speedrunner. You're just in denial. You're literally in denial.
I don't do videos. I didn't know how to do it. But when I did play AOE is very much about tiny little incremental improvements. So I guess I can understand that because like that is like, I pulled my boar half a second too long. I lost my villager. Shit, the entire game's ruined.
Yeah. So it sounds exactly like speedrun.
I understand that aspect. I guess but that is multiplayer too, and I get it's multiplayer with times, but
like the community is like not everyone knows everybody in Mario, so it's like a very very tight knit from all over the world, and everyone's willing to help. So it's like that's a huge aspect of it too. That's sort of the multiplayer aspect.
It's really the only category I'm in, like I watch. Like I barely ever stream it myself. These days, at least, but I know everybody in there, and I only talk and chat in like Mario streams, for some reason, because I know what I'm talking about. Like I don't even feel comfortable talking in like a Tarkov stream because I don't know what I'm doing in that fucking game. Mario, that I understand.
Yeah, I love the Mario category. I still think it's like an underrated category to be on Twitch because Mario streams are literally just chatting streams, and then when it's a good run, it's gameplay focused. It's like the most streamlined mix of just chatting and speed and gameplay. I still feel like Mario, the category is like it's there's so many interesting people. Obviously.
It's great because I didn't realize this until I started doing it myself, but it's the best game to interact with chat with, or the best thing, because it's speedrunning. You know exactly when you can look over and read chat. You know exactly like when you can glance over and when you're doing this or that, and then you just end up talking more than you normally would. Like with Tarkov or something, like in raid, you have to have your eyes glued to the screen because some little goblin will pop out and shoot you in the face. You have to always be looking. You can't really read chat. Or like between raids, even, to get into the next raid, you have to look at the screen to like put on all your million item intricate kit. God damn it, I hate doing that shit in that game. But like it's just so predefined speedrunning that you know exactly when you can take a glance and be disappointed by whatever chat is saying to you.
True. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, I like it. I want everyone to start speedrunning.
Okay.
That and RuneScape. Mario and RuneScape are the wildest categories on Twitch, I think. You find the most interesting characters in those two categories. It's really fun.
I agree. Those are good
RuneScape, yeah,
ones.
special place for people.
Yeah, just really like specific interest categories are always weird.
It's great.
I like that.
I don't
also
even
enjoy
know
that.
RuneScape at all, but I'll watch RuneScape streams just because like the streamers are so funny. They're just so insane.
Wasn't Ice Poseidon? He came from RuneScape.
That's right.
Yeah.
He started as a RuneScape streamer. So that's the barometer to measure against. I think we're gonna have interesting
He
characters.
came from RuneScape. Take that info and do what you will with it.
I think this is a game looks so boring. Like it looks like pixels and it's like boring. So that the streamers have to compensate.
Streamers have to be the entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah. I always admire people with like really specific like niche interests like that. They're always like, you know, unhinged in some sort of way. I really love that. They're interesting people for sure.
But Tarkov is the same. Like you guys are acting like you're not addicted to Tarkov. Like it's
I'm
the
not
same
addicted
thing.
to Tarkov. I was
I'm not
maybe,
addicted to
not
Tarkov.
anymore. I mean, I like to play it when it wipes and stuff, but I wouldn't say I.
That addiction faded 6 months after I started streaming that game.
Z-Chum says this every fucking time, and then watch. And it literally last time, it was a week before the wipe the last wipe, and Z-Chum was like, you know what? I'm just a Rush streamer, I think. I'm kind of done with Tarkov. And then it wiped a week later, and Z-Chum was like, this is the best game I've ever played.
Yeah.
I cannot get enough Tarkov.
Z-Chum kind of goes like with the wind or the waves. He's very
If the
fickle. He's
game
like, I love
wipes-
waking up early. Oh no! It's just whatever fits his idea in that exact
if the
moment. is
game
what-
wipes, I'm happy.
No, it's a great time at wipe. I agree. It's just funny how you're like you swore it off last time. You're like, I'm done faking it about Tarkov, and then you're like, I can't get enough.
That being said, the game sucks. The game, I fucking hate it. The game sucks. I've had enough. I've had enough of Tarkov. It sucks.
My goodness.
It's gonna wipe, and then in a week from now, I'm gonna love it for 2 or 3 months.
Wait, so
It's
none
fucking
of you have
suck.
been playing Tarkov on like you haven't
little
been streaming
bit.
it?
I've not been
there.
playing it for like three months.
I've been playing Doom.
I'm much of a Tarkov hater. They're definitely more Tarkov boys than
Yeah,
I.
I've streamed it every day. I hate it.
Life is pain.
I just don't like it. I don't like it.
I deep down, I kind of want to just become an AoE 2 streamer and just go hard for a while. That
That's
seems
a
like
slippery
fun to
slope,
me.
and that's a very
Yeah.
slippery slope.
If I could choose anything to stream though, like and go all in on it, it might be Mario running or AoE 2.
But why
or
don't
maybe,
you?
Or maybe World of Warcraft.
You should. Why not?
I might do something. I might more dive into things like that in the future, but for now, it just doesn't feel like the right time.
It's never gonna feel like the right time.
For that Aqua, my question is, I mean, last year I did spend a solid 2 months only maining AoE, and I'm not good at games. You're not really good at games, and you're
True.
worse at AoE than I am.
Yes.
How? My problem with that is like I know, like I plateau. As much as I practice, I'm not going to go past a certain level. Do
I
you
am
think
the
you
same.
could? Yeah, I was like, do you think you could actually be like high elo?
No, I don't think I personally have the right like brain function for that game. Like
Exactly,
you have
yeah.
to be able to multitask like crazy, and I absolutely suck at that. I can hold like maybe 2 tasks in my head at once. Like I had a crazy game the other day, right? And like this is extremely ambitious for me. Like I surprised myself that I went back and did this. But I went back, I had a crazy like 2-hour long game, 1v1 with some dude. And it was just back and forth, like crazy, like insane. It got down to like wood and food, just pumping
Yeah.
out pikes, like that kind of shit, like back and forth for forever. And I watched back that match so I could see what I did wrong, because I thought I had him at several points. And I'm watching it back, like it was clear, very clear and evident to me that I am an idiot. I am a total, complete idiot. I can only do one thing at once. I have complete like brain rot. In fact, like chat would like donate to me, or like TT. I didn't even hear it. Like I would just like completely ignore chat. It was so bad. So I don't know. I'll probably never reach like a high level.
Well, no, it's like, and I'm not hating on you. I'm shit at the game too. I passed 1,000 elo one time, and I've never played a ranked game since.
Yeah, no offense taken at all.
But no, like because I feel like we have a little bit of the same gameplay there. Like we know we're never going to be super high level. But yeah, like I mean, and that's
Fun,
the part.
though.
That's the part that I was just like, after I streamed for a couple of months, I was like, I can't keep doing this because there's no more. This is it. My brain can't do anymore.
Yeah, that happens to me too. Like I'll hit like a hard wall somewhere. Like I'll be like so into something. I'm like, I could do this forever, right? Like I could stream this forever and go all in on it. And then all of a sudden, like something will happen, like a switch will flip in my brain, and I'll just be like, why am I doing this? Like that happened with World of Warcraft. Every time I relapse, that happens. It's like, you know, I grind for months, whatever, get all the gear, and then like I'm like, finally I can start to win an arena. And then I go in there and I fucking suck. And then I'm like, what did I do all this for? Like my YouTube channel is dead. And now I have what? Like some stupid armor in WoW that like I can't even beat anyone anyway with, but damn.
But it's still, it sounds like it's still like there's an initial hump, you know, of addiction. So
Yeah,
still
no,
worth it.
and like grinding at that level is a lot of fun, but I definitely feel like, yeah, specific people, I mean, you got to have a talent to get, you know, to that kind of level. And like when you don't have it, I'm just like, oh shit, what am I even doing?
Yeah, but to have fun, do you have to be like the number one? You know, like I feel like there's, in speedrunning particularly, there's like a very golden zone where it's like you can't be too good because then it becomes kind of like torturous every run. It's like, well,
yeah, you have to get world record.
You have to get world record. Like it's horrible. It seems like, but there's like a golden zone where it's just like not quite at the top, but you're right at a place where it's competitive. So I feel like
pressure's on. You have.
Yeah. So like even I'm sure with AOE, like there's a point where it's like it's super enjoyable, and if you get a little too top, like high rated, you're like,
and
oh,
like
life is
when
paid.
I got to that level, I realized there's as much as I spent weeks at that level, and I was like, I'm not improving. It's not gonna happen. Like that was my limit, and that's where I was like, the fun's gone. Because working where you do improve and you slowly grind up and up is good. Yeah, once you hit that, it's over.
Squeaks, do you think if you went really hard and like 70 or 16 star, do you think you could ever like scrape the possibility of a world record?
No.
I feel like you're pretty fast.
No. Like Liam is like a top 120 runner, and on stream he said he has like 17,000 hours or something of grinding a single category. And like after playing Counter-Strike and I have like 6,000 hours in that in CS:GO, and I'm nowhere near the top, I'm like, okay, I don't have what it takes. Like that is some next. You can't compete. Like these guys have dedicated their lives to it, and they're so talented and they practice really hard. It's like a job.
Yeah, I've never seen, like I watch a lot of Slippery Nip at like when he streams 16, because like he's just like always right there, you know. He had world record for a little bit, but like I've never seen him miss an owlless ever. Like that's insane. And he does the double jump one, like it's nuts.
Yeah,
I know you two are like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I get the owlless. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I mean coming from something like Counter-Strike where like you look at top players, Mario's just like a whole other level because there's no money in it too. Like people are doing it truly because they love the game. So I think there's something special there.
There is fame in women though with speedrunning.
Sure.
Nothing impresses a woman more than a good time in Mario.
Oh my god, he hits the owlless every time.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's true. That's a good point. I forgot about that. Fame in women.
Yeah.
Dekie, how's the dog doing real quick?
Oh yeah, dog update. Well, yeah, there it is.
Oh, she's looking around. That's
She's
good.
Yeah.
She tries to walk now. That's whenever
That
we
was
like.
fast.
Yeah, so which is good. She still shouldn't be, but like if whenever we like come home from being out or whatever, she'll like stand up in her cage and she'll like try and turn around, then she'll like collapse. But or like sometimes if she's laying here and she like shits on her mat, she'll like try and stand up and walk away from him. I'm always like, no, don't move. But no, she's doing really good. Every day gets more active every day, which is good and bad because like it's good that she wants to do that shit, but she still shouldn't. But yeah, I think tomorrow we're supposed to actually take her back for her like
Checkup.
3-week or post 4-week operation. And so like yeah, we took no like they did the operation. We took her back a week after.
4 weeks after operation. Okay.
And then this is 4 weeks after the operation. Which I'm hoping, like, I mean, clearly she needs more time for the bones to heal because the entire thing is like she had her hips broken in 4 spots and they did the operation. So that's taking, weeks, months to heal, but she's losing all of her muscle mass. So then once that heals, then we got to start rehabilitation for her to like learn how to walk again. So I think they'll at least give us a time frame of when that is, but she's still going to be kind of laid up for the foreseeable future. But no, she's doing good.
Yeah, another 2 months. Yeah, probably.
Just laying there. It's so sad. We like anytime we like watch TV or anything, we'll like drag her over there and like leave her there. But she always is like, I want to be on this, like looking around the room, wanting to be in other areas. But we're like, you stay there.
It's far less sad than her being dead, though. So
Yeah. she'll be back to moving around and being a dog again soon.
I actually think it's happy, to be honest.
We'll get the schnauzers together. We're like putting on their leashes. We walk outside, and she's like,
going outside.
Pause, just like
a couple of more months.
She'll be all right.
She's good. She's got a sweet personality. The more and more that like we get to know her, because for a long time she's like just laid up. I was like, I have no idea what kind of dog this is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
she seems to be more with it now. Like, you turned around, she's like, hello.
That's good. Yeah.
Good. Should we wrap up this episode now? Or
yeah, we should.
Anyone have anything else to talk about? Squeaks, any questions?
No. Thanks for having me on.
You dare come to us without any questions?
Actually, I do have. What's your biggest weakness? Is that what you want?
What can you do? What can you guys do for me? What are you most excited about with me?
No, I have no questions. Thanks for having me on. It's super fun.
Awesome, Squeaks. So you're hired, minimum wage. We're looking forward to having you as part of the team.
Oh, no. So this is all a pitch for It Takes Two.
Yeah. You know what the sad thing is, really quick? I tried playing that with my wife, after you abandoned me. You were my first choice, obviously. I'm
touched.
So I tried to play it with her, and I even tweeted about it and everything. I was like, maybe this It Takes Two relationship will last. Maybe this time with my bride, my betrothed,
my braless wife.
And still, we didn't get through it. I've tried with like 3-4 different people to get through that damn game, and I get stood up every time.
Aqua, maybe it's you. No,
yeah, to be fair, you never asked me to play it with you again after the first playthrough. So
why doesn't anyone ask me to continue?
Because you asked me at the start. You started it.
That's right. So
you're
you
like,
have to reciprocate.
Play It Takes Two with me.
You can't ask this every time.
Wait,
I'm so close too.
I have some really bad news. I beat It Takes Two with someone else.
Yeah, I know. I know. Maybe it is me. Jeez.
No, I was just waiting for you to, talk to me. Was like, hey, let's go again. I guess.
I'm gonna force Aqua to play the entirety of It Takes Two at the Subathon with me, even when he's just sick and tired of fucking playing it. Get down here and play It Takes Two.
And then I'm gonna force them to play through it with me.
My turn.
Everybody has to finish It Takes Two with Aqua.
It takes 50.
Clearly, it takes more than 2. Yeah. Jesus
It
Christ.
takes 6 friends.
I'm already up to 4 or something. Jeez. All right.
That's all we
Anyways,
have this week, everybody. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
The
Check
game
out
roll.
Squeaks on Twitch, twitch.tv/Squeaks.
SQUEEX.
It
Right?
used to be Squeaks 15. SQUEEX. No 15 anymore. And also on YouTube. Anything else you want to plug? Your book that you've been working on?
That's a big secret. My
sorry.
Obi-Wan erotic fiction is coming out.
Obi-Wan erotic fiction / autobiography is coming out.
I'm in it. It's called Obi-2. The sequel, unwritten.
You know, really quick, actually, before we end here, Squeaks once said during his stream that he was the kid in episode 1. Who's that kid?
Mr. Chinchani, Anakin's friend before the pod racing scene. There's like this one young Indian boy.
They're like hanging out outside or whatever. Yeah.
He was like, that was me. That was my movie role and I was like, are you serious? He's like, no, you fucking idiot.
It's my favorite lie to tell because it's so insane. Like, who would lie about that?
Yeah, right. Like, I used to tell people sometimes it was like a funny lie that like, oh, my uncle was a temple guard on Legends of the Hidden Temple. It's like that. Like, just a stupid lie for no reason. It is like so weird that it's believable.
Yeah, like who would make that up? Like, it's not even like
Exactly.
particularly interesting. But
Yeah.
What was it like guarding the temple? Oh my god.
Yeah.
But I
Uncle,
feel
ask
bad.
your
I
uncle.
feel bad because when I played Lego Star Wars, my title was a young actor from Phantom Menace tries Lego game, and everyone in my chat thought it was so funny. Whenever a new chatter would be like, "Oh, who'd you play?" They would link the bio and be like, "Yeah, he doesn't talk about it."
No one even remembers that kid. Like, he was so unimportant in the movie.
He was there for like 20 seconds.
Yeah, it's
but
like a
everyone knew what he looked
10-second
like.
clip of them like playing outside for a few seconds.
That's why it's like believable. Like, why would he lie about that?
Yeah, so I guess
Having
I have to
bullshit-
live the life.
Having bullshit titles is the greatest thing. Like, I had ex-CSGO pro plays DayZ the other day. Everybody was asking what team I was on. And I made up, it was like First Assault is what I made up. And everybody was like, oh, I was like, it's 1.6 days. This is a long time ago. They're like, oh, nice, dude.
Oh,
And
sick,
then, like,
sick.
when Mixer closed down, the same day it closed down, I was like, Mixer refugee, and all these Mixer guys came in. They're like, "Oh, dude, sucks what happened. It's so good. Like, I'm glad that like our community's moving over here." I was like, "Yeah, man."
Just latched onto
What's
the
up,
glory
guys?
days,
Yeah.
like a high school football captain or something. Man, Sparks were great, dude. What the fuck? And then Twitch copied it. Sons of bitches. Yeah.
All right, yeah, let's wrap this up. God damn it.
Okay. Just end it there.
I'm gonna for real end it here. Thank you so much for watching. Go check out Squeaks, Twitch, YouTube. Squeaks, thank you for being here. It was really fun, man. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. It was super fun.
What's up, gamers? Thank you so much for watching this week's episode. We put a lot of work into these. If you liked it, consider becoming a member just by clicking the join button down below this video. Becoming a member will get you access to exclusive members-only benefits like a monthly live stream, as well as an extra hour-long episode every week on top of the main episode. Thank you again for watching. Appreciate you. And as always, we will see you next week.